Hey, J-Road here with License Plate Jacket Radio, about to drop some newsy knowledge on top of you. First, I'd like to say I'm a big proprietor of gay rights. I definitely believe in equality and other ideas. And today, there was a huge deal about, I believe it was Michael Sam, who is a draft pick for the Rams. And that doesn't bother me. I think it's okay. It's kind of just like when there was a first black guy, but, well, not exactly like. But, some people were not too pleased. He kisses his boyfriend, which is a big deal, which I find kind of stupid. Because, I believe, let's see. Derek Ward, another player, tweeted, what is it? Something about disgusting for him to kiss his boyfriend, which really bothered me in one big way. If it was a guy, because if you watch the video of all the rest of the draft picks, they're excited. Some of them kiss their girlfriends. No one seems to have a problem with that. And one of them kisses his mother on the cheek. One guy kisses a girl. They all do. One hugs and cries and just hugs another guy. They all do things, and if you heard monumentous news like that, I'm sure the first thing you'd want, if you have someone special in your life, is to share that moment with them. And I personally don't find a problem with that. But then he got some hate tweets back to him, even death threats, which is his own stupid fault. But I mean, they say, isn't this America? And then there's people saying, well, Derek Ward has the right to say his opinion. Yes, he does have the right to say his opinion. And I'm not going to say it's right or wrong. It's just that it's not freedom of speech that stopped him. It was, like, the government didn't do anything to him. It was people, regular jackoffs like you and me well, not me, because I didn't say anything, but who said crap to him. The government didn't. That's their freedom of speech. If he says something dumb and then other people say something dumb back to them, it's all equal. Personally, I think that's neither here nor there. Now, there's something about him getting fined on the team. Again, that is not the government. The government did not trample on his right to say stuff. They didn't stop him from saying anything or censor anything he said. They didn't even do anything as far as no. Pretty much the government couldn't care less. It's the NFL that censored it, and that's not an official. It's a conglomerate. I don't know if it's technically a business, even though it makes so much. It's I don't know. The NFL was the one who did it, not the government. Unless you're going to say the NFL is run by the government, which there's conspiracy theories, but again, that's kind of moot. Now, another really big thing in news is racism and other stuff. And Cliven Bundy, in other major sports news, was the dude who said racist stuff, and he just recently did an interview with Anderson Cooper. Now, if you want another side to it, look at him. But, an old white guy said something racist and then made a huge profit. I don't see how he's hurt in the slightest, other than his name's tarnished, and, oh my goodness, an old white guy was racist. Wow, that's mind-blowing. Really? No, it's not. But, yeah. And then, I'd just like to say, Cliven Bundy, or whatever his name is. I think that's what it was. Rancher dude had protest, and I don't know if he had a shootout, or he did have a showdown with the federal government. Now, here's my thing. I don't want to say he was, well, he did, he did something illegal for 20 years. Now, granted, the government sent him papers again and again because he was feeding off their land. And I've been was out on BML or uh, BML land a couple of summers ago, or not a couple, but I believe a while back I was out digging up dinosaurs. We had to follow all these rules and regulations. We had to fill out paperwork, and I know Dr. Carr had to do tons of it to properly, assess and write off things for on BML land. We went, followed all the regulations and rules, and was there a problem? No. I mean, that's just something that we do. I mean, it's not like we didn't break any laws, and I'm all for fairness. And he is not Bundy is not fair. He did not follow the rules that all these other Nevada ranchers didn't seem to have a problem with. And you can argue it's state versus federal government, which really, when you get down to it, he still did stuff that's illegal. A federal crime is just as illegal as a state crime. And ignoring written statements saying, hey, you do have to pay these taxes. Are they unfair? I don't see that they're unfair. I mean, you're feeding your cattle. It'd be the same as if you had just stayed home and bought grass or hay or whatever you feed your cattle. I don't see the difference there, and that kind of annoys me. And then another thing is, why does this get so much attention? I feel because he had an armed force, and surprise, surprise, he also said something racist. But he's like, oh, black people would be better as slaves, or would be happier as slaves, which I think is really stupid. Like, oh yeah, because making people be sold as common household objects, yeah, they would be happier doing that. No, they wouldn't. And to everyone who says, well, he's like the founding fathers, kinda no. For two reasons. One, a situation like this actually multiple situations like this have arose over the past few years. Or, well, not past few years, but the founding fathers. The first one's Whiskey Rebellion. A dude basically told Washington he wasn't going to pay taxes on whiskey. Washington rose up an army and kicked the shit out of him. And then there's Shays Rebellion, which was about debtors, and that was more of a state thing, but that was too kind of a lot like this situation. Well, now Shays Rebellion's a little bit grayer than that. The Shays Rebellion was because dumbass lawmakers couldn't do anything right. Well, they still haven't. Politicians haven't really evolved much in the past friggin' 100 or 300 years, but these things happen, and he was given ample opportunity to just pay the taxes. I pay my taxes, you jackoffs pay yours. Well, unless you don't, but everyone pays taxes. It's kind of what we have to do. And not all of them are unreasonable, but not all, I mean, everyone who says taxes should be completely abolished and we should go to a perfectly, only capitalist supreme government. Anarcho-capitalism is a terrible idea. And excessive capitalism is a bad idea. I'm not pro-communism. Communism is also a terrible idea. There's kind of got to be a balance of free market capitalism and the idealism of, lots of isms. But, to understand what I mean, you have to really understand things. Because here's a good example. You pay taxes so that garbage men come pick them up. Good idea. Well, in open market thing, garbage men that, if you didn't pay every week to come pick your garbage, would be kind of stupid. Because then, well, if there's only one company that picks up garbage, they can charge whatever the hell they want to pick up garbage. And they can charge it at whatever rate or irresponsibility that they want to. And that's dumb. Oh, some things really annoy me. As for Bundy, I think he's a jackass, especially for saying, "Oh, we're gonna push women and children to the front, and so that they have to shoot them first." That's kind of cowardice. If you're gonna fucking die in a shootout, be a man. Don't be a little bitch like Bundy. Like, if you have done something wrong and you want to, or you believe you are doing something right, you do not stick women and children in the front lines of battle. I mean, that is just cowardly and low. That is low. That is disgustingly low. My ancestors did not, when the Prussians were invading Belgium, didn't, or, no. Well, they didn't put women and children in front. You know, when kings defended their castle, yes, they sent out knights, but knights didn't go riding, and instead of shields, have children tied to. That's a horrible thing. But yeah, you get the general idea. So yeah, big things are happening, and I probably would discuss them more. It's just that this video is getting pretty long. But Bundy really annoys me because you broke the law, then you say that you're being patriotic when you're doing stuff that the founding fathers didn't include, like that even George Washington himself fought. Like, he freaking did. You did the exact same thing as the Whiskey Rebellion. It's no different, and I just find that stupid. So yeah, I'm not for like government going and saying, "Hey, give us money now," but you were given 20 years, and you suck because all these other ranchers followed the rules. Every other one did it. None of them decided, "Oh, I'm going to get all up in arms and shoot up the government," which you don't even recognize, sir, which was founded by these founding fathers. So yeah, that shit bothers me, especially the women and kids thing. If a man should decide that he wants to do a righteous thing and go forth to battle, do not be a coward and hide behind the skirts of your women. Or pants. Or whatever the hell women want to wear. Probably shorts. Sexy booty shorts. I'm getting off topic now. But yeah. So if you want to contribute to anything, if you hate me for that, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. My job is to tell you what I think. And if you don't think that's true, then that's your opinion. But personally, I think that Bundy's an idiot. That's plain and simple. 20 years of breaking the law is still 20 years of breaking the law. And here's my thing. I bet you any amount of money that, well, if it was, like, any other situation, Fox News would be of it. Like, if, well, I shouldn't say that. But if, like, say, a black person, or, had broken the law for 20 years and hadn't paid their taxes, they wouldn't care. Or and said he doesn't believe in the government, they don't care. I know people who are like that, who don't believe in the federal government. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you do have to recognize law is law, and you break it, there are consequences. I mean, tax evasion may seem like a stupid law, but it's still a law. And yes, taxes aren't fun, but we do pay them for reasons. And yeah. And Sean Hannity, This one, right there, that one's for you, because I really, really don't like you. You sound like an idiot, you say stupid things, and you misinform people, and I hate that a lot. So, this has been my news. If you disagree with me, tell me what you think I said wrong. I probably won't change my mind, but you do your best to try. If you give an informed argument, I will listen. But if you just blatantly threaten me or say stupid things, then I got a little present for you. It's right in here. It's right in here. Oh yeah, that one's right for you. Right there. Argue with me civilly, I will give you discourse. Don't? Well, then that one can go up yours. This is J-Road. My ideas, the news. I'm out.